Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Mercury retrograde reading for you. Now, this Mercury retrograde is from February 17th to March 10th, and we're going to be seeing how this retrograde is going to be impacting you. Now, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive right in now, Leo. And let's see about this retrograde. So we're starting with your chakra cards, and if any of these decks call to you, they're all listed in the description box below. So let's see now. How will Leo be affected by Mercury retrograde, February 17th to March 10th? How will Leo be affected by Mercury retrograde, February 17th to March 10th? 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here, Earth Mother. I love that. And this one right here, Universal Light. Now, Universal Light is the soul star chakra, which is located 6 inches above your crown, and the Earth chakra, not the Earth chakra, the Earth Mother is the Earth star chakra, which is located 6 inches below your feet. So there's a lot of power around you. How will Leo be affected by the Mercury retrograde, February 17th to March 10th, 2020? How will Leo be affected by the Mercury retrograde, February 17th to March 10th, 2020? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. This one. And we have the Seahorse Spirit. Watch and wait. So I love that for the Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrograde is not a time to be making any big decisions, any big plans, big trips, documents signed, anything like that. So this is going to be a time that you really watch and wait, and you're guided very beautifully. Okay. How will Leo be affected by the Mercury retrograde, February 17th to March 10th, 2020? How will Leo be affected by the Mercury retrograde, February 17th to March 10th, 2020? How will Leo be affected by Mercury retrograde, February 17th to March 10th, 2020? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. Six of Swords. Ace of Swords, you're crowned with. Six of Swords is at your heart. Then we have the Queen of Coins, which is an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. Page of Coins. Money, career, very focused here. Ace of Clubs. Three of Swords. Nine of Cups. Oh, that's very good. 9 of Cups. 10 of Coins. That's very good. King of Coins. Yes. You have that together. Oh, wow. Okay. And then Knight of Swords. Money's coming to you. I mean, I know this is not a time, excuse me, to change jobs, to, hire new people, to do everything like that. But you have the Queen of Coins and you have the King of Coins. And this is a true love connection. This is a soulmate connection. This is, making good business deals during this time. But, yeah. Oh, okay. So, there's something here that you're heartbroken about, Leo. And it's like, Spirit is warning you, do not make any hasty decisions. Do not do anything in spite. Kind of like, okay, I'll show you type of mentality, because you're going to have this type of mentality here during this time. And I hate to say this, but this Mercury retrograde for you is going to hold up a mirror to yourself, all right? And to what you want, and to the way that you want to move forward. And so if you come to anything out of spite, out of, vindictiveness, or anger, around anything, and it's going to be around money, around seeds that you have planted, around things that you want to move forward a certain way, it's going to come back at you in a way that you really do not appreciate, that really isn't necessary, okay? So that's a very strong warning. This is very intense, and it's a good period for you. The Mercury retrograde isn't going to be devastating whatsoever, but there is just a sense of, yeah, of not to do anything out of anger, because something is really going to, or has really gotten you riled up, and it's gotten you wound up, and you're going to want to act. And this is saying here, Leo, don't, because everything's going to go pear-shaped, everything's going to go haywire. It's not going to be the way that you want it to be, and you're not going to get to the place that you want to be. Okay? Yeah. Mercury retrograde, all about communication, all about listening. Communicating what you want, what you desire, listening to yourself and to your soul. Because here in this retrograde, things get muddled up. This is a time where you feel like you've made yourself really clear, and you find out that people aren't listening to you, or they didn't understand you, or you're having to do it yourself because you're looking at things and you're like, oh my gosh, why are you messing up? So there is going to be this sense of frustration, and I really do feel this very strongly here, Leo, where if you let it, all the little things, they start adding up and they start adding up, and you've already dealt with a lot coming into this retrograde, and so as they add up, it can make you feel a lot more frustrated, a lot angrier, and you need to listen to yourself. You need to listen to yourself. When you start feeling that way, it's either remove yourself from the situation, or say, okay, we'll think about this in a moment. Set a timer, come back to it, most definitely, but do not put all that pressure on your shoulders, because you're going to feel kind of like a pot of water that's boiling, and then the top just comes off. That's what it's going to feel like here. If you try to put too much on, and if the communication isn't taken slowly, if you communicate and you say, okay, well, what do you think about that? And then you can see how that person has interpreted things. And this will work at home and at school, at work, wherever you are in your life, whatever you're doing. And you'll start to see things and you'll be like, oh, okay, that's how they're interpreting it. But I'm really saying XYZ. I'm saying this, not this. And so if you do things slowly, kindly, you're going to find that you get much more out of things here. And also, if you listen to yourself, if you're listening to the energy around you, to what you're truly feeling, and give yourself the permission to not have to be in the thick of it all the time, because Leo, you're going to want to kind of come out this Mercury retrograde with the Knight of Swords, and that's fantastic. You're definitely taking this gift of knowledge and power, but if you go too quickly, all right, you can be a bit reckless. The Earth Mother Earth, right here, planting seeds of what you desire. This is, again, your Earth Star chakra, located 6 inches below your feet. This is Mother Earth. This is nurturing. This is having a deep connection to the earth during this time. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you go outside, go for a walk, or if you just go outside, that's really going to help balance you, re-energize you, let you go back into a situation. This is going to be a stabilizing force. There is something that you're planting, something that you're growing. Now, you might actually find it to be very beneficial to, if you can, if the weather permits, to be working in the garden, during this time, or to just be doing yard work. That's going to be a fantastic way to let off steam, to connect yourself with what you truly want. It's also going to be something that you can do. It doesn't have to be yard work or gardening or anything like that. It can also be just going for a walk. It's just going to be something that you do to be able to harmonize you, to center you, because you're connecting with the universal light during this time. And yes, there is the sense of hardships and being overwhelmed, but with the soul star chakra located 6 inches above your crown chakra, this is personal guidance, this is growth, this is divine wisdom, this is power coming towards you and moving towards you to enlighten your future, to move you towards the present that you want and towards the future that you're craving. And here the Six of Swords, which is very interesting because it's taking all your knowledge, all your understanding, and it's moving forward. It can be going on a short trip. It can be, but it's also going to be, because trips can also get muddled up in Mercury retrograde. So here it can be needing to move forward in small ways, doing small little things. It can be small little trips that you find yourself going on, like business trips, or, feeling inclined to go here or to go there during this time. Nothing big. I'm definitely seeing from Spirit, and Spirit is definitely emphasizing nothing big, but something small and something to do with prosperity. That's why I'm seeing here for people who are in business, this might be business trips, but this can also be having new ideas to expand your wealth. And however that is, if you're looking up a new budgeting thing for the house, if you're looking at a way of diversifying your funds, in savings, or if you're looking at, what summer jobs you can get after school, this is going, or after school jobs that you can get. This is going to be something that really does bring you prosperity. It does bring you a sense of stability, security, success. And you do have this success coming in. Again, you have the Queen of Coins and the King of Coins. The King and Queen of Pentacles, prosperity, success, bounty, strong, strong, strong earth sign energy during this time. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I would actually say, Leo, if you have one of these earth sign energies in your life and they mean something very important to you, these are part of your people, your rocks that you lean on, that you build off of. This is going to be a person that you really want to listen to during this time, because they're really going to have good information. There is a sense here of moving forward. There is a sense of embracing what you desire, but there's also going to be something, it can be around an earth sign energy. This can be a different earth sign energy. It can be the same earth sign energy. It depends on the person here, but there is something with this earth sign energy that brings up heartbreaks and disappointments and, things not working out. And I'm really seeing here, it's like double checking your work, double checking things that you're doing at the office, at your home, whatever it is that you take control of. Like if you stay at home, okay, and you're saying, well, I don't work, that's a full-time job. That's a full-time job that you don't get paid for and you don't get vacation time. So yes, you do work. So here, it's like things aren't going as smoothly as you would like, or you're running into hiccups somewhere, or there are arguments coming up, and you feel overwhelmed. This is why you're going to need to have that outlet and the connection with the earth to be able to move you forward, to be able to get through the harder times, the times where you're feeling overwhelmed. And you have here the Ace of Swords. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of knowledge, of understanding, of power. And this is a gift you absolutely take during this time. I mean, you have the Knight of Swords right here, and you're going to actually want to be rather impulsive during this Mercury retrograde. You're kind of going to feel like, if I meet this head on, if I charge at, the dragon, I'll be able to slay it. And the fact of the matter is, you can't. You're not going to be able to stop it. So make sure that you're being very wise with your decisions. Don't rush into anything during this time. I cannot emphasize this enough for you, Leo. Do not rush into anything. Sit there, make plans, look at things, and as you are making these plans, as you are embracing this power, then move forward, because you're going to find that if you rush into things, it's not going to turn out the way that you had thought. You're not going to either have the support, or what you're rushing into winds up being exactly what you don't want. So here it's being very, very mindful of things and very mindful of the gifts that you are taking, because you will be able to rush forward with them, but it's going to be after this Mercury retrograde, once you have things all kind of aligned and you're really aligning towards your personal power, towards your prosperity. It leads you here, this knowledge leads you to the Ten of Cups. This is wealth that lasts generations. This is a sense of success and bounty and beauty and prosperity coming into your life, a completion of a cycle. But during this time, you go through this cycle kind of rather intensely. When Spirit said before, a mirror is held up to you during this retrograde, it's like, what is it that you truly want? Where is it that you truly want to be? And how is it that you want to impact your future? With the Ace of Clubs, you aren't taking this gift at this time, but you have tremendous passion, all right? With work, you're going to work a lot. You're going to be very involved with what you do, okay? What you desire to create and cultivate within your life. And this is going to be the place where you're like, okay, I've solved the problem. I know what needs to be done, because things are going to be happening. Mistakes, mishaps, miscommunications, a lot of miscommunications, things getting lost. This can very well be you implementing new plans, new organizational things. You will put your keys over here. You will do this, you will do this. And it's not going to be being tyrannical or dictatorial. It is going to be being, just precise about things. And really, this is going to be a time to really focus on follow through. Because if you, it's almost like it is you leading by example, and you are that example for the people around you. All right, whether it is the example of saying please and thank you, to your kids or to the kids that you're working with, or whether it's an example of running a business. You're really sitting there and you're taking things very, very seriously during this time. You can't take things a little bit too seriously. This is why you need an outlet. And the outlet, Spirit is really just saying if it has to do with the fresh air. I mean, even if it's just opening your window just a little bit, if you can't get out, that would be highly beneficial for you. Taking your lunch outside, doing something to that effect, that would be really, really, really beneficial to you during this time, because you are cutting through doubts and fears. You are knowing where you stand, and you're seeing things a lot more clearly. Now, with the Three of Swords, this is the heartbreak card. This is heartbreak, this is disappointment, this is pain, this is sorrow, and a lot of this can be coming up during this Mercury retrograde. Things that you thought you had worked out, things that you thought you had left behind. As you become a student of your prosperity, you're going to see that there are still these things that are holding you back, and they might come up rather harshly for you, Leo. I'm not going to lie and say, oh my gosh, it's going to be, just absolutely easy and you're going to just kind of breeze through this. No, this is going to be a time where you can have heartbreaks, pains, disappointments, angers, upsets really come up during this time, and you're looking at things and they broke your heart once. And because this Mercury retrograde starts in Pisces, okay, this is going to be a time where you really feel it. I mean, you really feel things. You're much more sensitive. You're much more attuned to your emotions, or your emotions have a tendency to take over, and you don't want them to burn like a wildfire, right? You want to have that passion that you thrive on, but you also want to have that security of self and soul to move you forward. So this leads you to the Page of Pentacles, prosperity, success, being a student of your prosperity, being a student of your success, looking at things, messages of wealth. Be very mindful of your bills during this time. Be very mindful of things that you are sending out. Even if you talk to somebody, make sure that you are following up. All right, you might want to have a little notebook, and I would highly suggest a notebook, something that you write down, because you'll see here that during this time you can also have things glitch, for the internet, for saving things on your phone or wherever. You'll have a glitch happen, and you might lose things. So I would definitely recommend a planner, writing things down, making sure that you are super organized during this time. That's really going to help you get through things, and not making any really hasty, harsh decisions. You have a light of beauty, prosperity, and bounty shining around you. So you do come out of this retrograde, this isn't going to be a time of like, oh my gosh, you're just wrecked. This is going to be a time where, yes, you're challenged. Retrogrades challenge us. And this is challenging us in the areas of our lives that are so very important. Our communication, our filing of things, our understanding of things. We work through words, and you might find that you trip over your words during this time. Though the ones I see that with are the ones where I'm doing the reading for them and I'm tripping over my words like the whole entire time. So you don't really have that. There is a sense of being eloquent, of being decisive with your words during this time, is what I'm really feeling. And so as you're moving forward, just be mindful that others are going to have more of a difficulty, and as they trip over things, you'll get a bit annoyed at them. You'll be like, what the heck is going on? They're dealing with their own retrogrades. And here with the Queen of Coins, prosperity, success, bounty, knowing what you desire, knowing what you want. With your prosperity, you're being more behind the scenes. Okay, you're looking at things more closely. And as you look at things more closely and more behind the scenes, you are empowered. Okay, you are seeing the way that other people are working at things. All right, and you're also going to see, because this is a mirror time for you, you're going to see the way that you work at things, the way to improve, the way to move yourself forward, the way to embrace, the highest level of your success. And that's really what you're going for here, which brings you to the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Coins, I do apologize. Prosperity, success, that lasts generations, that moves you into your future, and that embraces what you love. Your subconscious message for this reading is the Sun card. You walk into the sun, into bounty, into beauty. This is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. You embrace what you love, and you move forward in that love. I mean, subconsciously, you know that you are really moving towards something exquisitely beautiful. And your subconscious message for your spirit animal card is the Coyote spirit, which says trust in divine detours. So here, as you're trusting in divine detours, you might have to do what I just did, like take another look at things. Because even if you've, kind of used these cards all the time, done something all the time, you're seeing things differently, you're looking at things differently. And the detours during this time period are going to be intense for you. And as they are intense, they also are empowering. Your subconscious message for your chakras is dreams. This is the third eye chakra, and this is really paying attention to your dreams, Leo, because they're going to be intense and they're going to guide you forward, and they're going to be a way that you connect with your emotional self more deeply. All right, Leo, I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I love you all, and may your retrograde be a calm and steady one. Bye, guys.